So December is come and gone, so I thought I'd do another little video of like a wrap up of what I've been listening to this past month. Um, and I'll jump right in with just saying that I went back and listened to a lot of my top albums of the year, so I was kind of get that list ready. Most notable was Reference to Paroxysm album and Yule's Soft Scars. Definitely listened to those a lot this past month. Both love both those albums. If you didn't see my year-end album list, check that out, and if anything, check these two albums out for sure if you haven't heard of them. Um, and um, a lot of the other stuff I've been listening to this month, just like in the past like week, has been influenced by other people's year-end lists that I've been noticing on YouTube, and one of the most notable ones being this band called House of Harm, with their latest album and their album that came out in 2020. I'm surprised I had never heard of this band before, as I'm really into the dark wave goth, kind of goth pop kind of feels, kind of what this new album sounds like, and then the previous album was kind of like synth pop feel, and I've just been really hooked on it. I just been wanting to listen to it every day. It's just both of those albums really been pulling me in. I love the sound so much, and so yeah, that's definitely a huge band. I've been going back and like seeing other stuff that's been. I actually got like a 3 month trial for Apple Music. I've had Apple Music in the past, but they like this popped up again. I'm like, okay, might as well try it again. And I remember why I loved it in the first place, going back to it now. So but I like that they give suggestions of stuff that's similar to certain albums, and so I've been seeing just some other like dark wave bands that have been brought up because I've been listening to this group. Yeah, so that's like the biggest I've been listening to is here recently, and then another one that I don't know how it slipped over my head, and I didn't listen to it a lot this year. That was Billy Woods and Kenny Siegel with Maps. This is just like straight up my alley. Like, this is exactly what I like in hip hop music. So I don't know why I didn't really pay attention to this, or didn't really know that it was a thing. I don't know how it slipped over my head, but it did. I heard Arm& Hammer's album this year. That was on my top list, but yeah, I don't know how this one slipped over me, but I've been kind of listening to this on repeat as well. So yeah, another artist I would mention, I've mentioned before, is this artist called Ghost. I talked about this artist in a video like back in November, I guess, when I made a video like this. And I just love this like dark dungeon doom. Just love this stuff so much. Like um, all of the demos that this person released are just incredible under this name, and I just have burned some CDs of all three of the compilation albums with all the demos on them, and I've just been loving it, and still just loving it. Some of my favorite music I've ever heard, honestly. That's how I was feeling at this point. It's just really sticking with me. Just great to put on in the car on like a gloomy day, going down the road. Just really great to put on, and it just really just hits me for some reason. Just that music I've talked about before, just how electronic music, just like the sounds it can create, just really like hits me somewhere, and just really I just love it so much. So definitely check this artist out too if you're into like dungeon synth and just more like ambient and dark ambient music. Next, I want to, as I always do, I want to go over some physical music that I've been listening to this past month as well, the most. And I want to talk about System of a Down, especially their first three albums here. Steal This Album, Toxicity, and their debut right here. Man, I don't know. I've just been listening to these on repeat. I just like had them on my 5 disc CD player. It's just been going through. I've been like in the evenings when I get home from work and I'm like cooking dinner or something, eating dinner, playing with my cat Bowie. I've just been having these albums on, and I've just been loving them for some reason. They're like, I don't know, they really got me into more like metal music when I was a kid. I mean, I was into this band in like 5th grade, like another friend that got me into them, and I got pretty obsessed with them then, and then at the end of high school when I started getting into like more rock and metal again. I really This is one of the first bands I went to and started listening to them again. But even at that time, like still not like hitting me like just how like I'm just loving the sound right now for some reason. It's just so fun and just really loving it. And yeah, so it's a band that will always be with me deep down, going into the future. Um, they just have, I'll just go back to them, just they have just such a unique style. Like nobody else has really made music exactly like them, so that's why I like them so much. Um, Next, I want to talk about um, Mineral, Power Failing. I talked about this in the November video as well, but I just every week that I usually do my grocery run on like Thursday or Friday after work, and I've actually been walking to work mostly, so I've been driving in the car too much except on like the weekends and stuff when I'm going somewhere in town. But um, this album just like, oh my god, like it's just the amazing emo album. I just love it so much. It's just I cannot help but scream the lyrics at the top of my lungs, especially the song 80-37. I just, oh my god, I fucking love that song so much. I just love this album so much. It's just like, oh god, it's so good. Please, if you're into emo and stuff, or even if you're not, just please just listen to this album. It's just so good. It's just been getting me hard. I could listen to this every day and just be very satisfied. So that was the CDs. I'm gonna go over some tapes now. I've got two tapes here. The first one being ours I just talked about a minute ago is Yule, with their second full-length album, Glitch Princess. I've been really into this. I'm listening to this a lot. It's great to have this on cassette and putting this on. I've been playing Minecraft in the evenings, and the same with this album here. It's the Ghost Pop tape by Devin Hendricks, the original product of JPEG Mafia, if you're not aware. I was very happy when he talked about releasing these again. This is like kind of like a deep cuts underground favorite for like hardcore fans, and everybody on this channel should know that I'm a hardcore fan if you watch my videos. And I've been loving this too. I think just honestly, like the cover of Call Me Maybe might be better than the original song, and that song is incredible. But just, I don't know, it's hitting me right now too, as he was going through a hard time, and I've been going through a hard time, and just this album is just him just creating this kind of just like softer, like ambient music, and shows his more feminine singing side, and I just love it. It's so good, and I'm excited to keep listening to this. All right, and a few records I have here. I've been listening to some records, some here too recently, and the most notable is I've been listening to Death Grips, Powers That Be. I don't know why I've been going back to this so much, but this is the Death Grips album I put on the most out of the ones I have. Of this, The Money Store, and Bottomless Pit. I don't know, because honestly, Jenny Death is probably my least favorite project of all of theirs. But the first half of the album is one of my favorites, with the Bjork samples and everything. But I don't know, I've been going back to this a lot, and I know that me not liking Jenny Death very much, kind of a controversial opinion within Death Grips fans and stuff. But yeah, I just don't like that so much. But I've still been listening to this for some reason. I always want to put it on and spin it while I'm playing a game or something. And then the last two here I want to talk about is we've got Embrace and Rites of Spring, kind of the original emo bands, and that came out of the 80s hardcore scene in DC, and I've just been wanting to put these on for some reason. I've really been enjoying just emo and stuff like that recently. So yeah, I've been putting those on just honestly just in like the past like few days, really. Been listening to those a lot. Just keep putting them on. Yeah, and that kind of wraps up the month of December for me. So let me know what you guys have been listening to in the comments below. I'm always excited to learn more music and just talk about people what they've been listening to as well. It's just a fun thing I enjoy talking about. So yeah, thanks for watching this video, and shout out Steve Wallace.